Hi, so in this video, I'm going to explain all the user stories that we did as part of the Sprint 1 and all the tasks that were associated with each of those user stories. And then we will go into the website to see how those implementations look. So let's start. So the first user story was as an employee, I should be able to create a message thread so that I can send that to my manager. So as part of this user story, um, yeah, a button was added to the UI to initiate a new message. Let me go to the UI to show you how that looks. So create new thread is the button that we created that lets us into a dialog box that allows us to create a new message to send it to the manager. And then when we click on the create new thread, it opens up a dialog that has a send button and that has a cancel button to exit from the new thread, and it has certain fields which we need to fill it up before sending it to the manager. So let me just go to the website, click on create new thread. Dialog box that opens up when we click on the create new thread. As you can see, we have the buttons cancel and send, which were two of the tasks for the user story. um, the next task was to customize the color of the button. Uh, so by default, React gives us buttons that look blue and red, primary and secondary colors. But for this task, we had to customize those buttons using uh, MUI theme customizer and put the buttons, I mean, change the color of the buttons. We also changed the color for this button. And everything was done according to the design doc provided by the sponsor. And one other task that was included in this user story was to create um, a navigation panel, a navigation panel up top on the website, which has the name of the company, and it has different links to different pages like dashboards, reports, or feedback. Um, so let's go to the next user story. Uh, it says, as an employee, I should be able to set the subject of the thread so that my manager can view the subject. So this again links us back to the dialog box that opens up when we click on the create new thread. Um, so yeah, this task is to have a component that can hold all the tasks, all the fields together for the form. Um, so all these fields, the subject and the send to and the message body, as well as the title and the buttons, everything is included in the component that was built, the task number 26. And once the task was built, there was another task to create a model for the component and store all the fields into the React state, because we know all these fields are persistent fields, and whenever we hit send, we need to be able to call the GraphQL API to persist it into the backend. So in this task, the state for all these fields were created, and then the states were updated whenever there's a change event on a particular uh, text field or select fields. And then there were validations was also added as part of task 36. Let me just fill it up. So um, the basic validation that we can think of is, there has to be at least one manager that the message has to be sent to. Without that, it's going nowhere. So when I hit send, we get a validation message saying please select a manager to send your message. So that was task 36. um, and I'm done with this user story, so let's go to the next user story. It says, as an employee, I should be able to select my manager in the newly created message so that I can send that message to my manager. So basically, it allows the user to select the manager that he's under. Mm, So task number 31 is specifically tells us to create a drop down to select a manager out of the list of managers. So let's select manager 1, and if we click send, so you can see we are just printing out the subject and body and the manager ID that we have. So to the next user story. As an employee, I should be able to add the body to the newly created message so that I could describe my issues slash feedback. So task number 37, which was created as part of this user story, um, deals with adding the message body text field uh, to the model that was created for the dialogue.